Imagine a scientist so captivated by the mysteries of the mind that he risked everything to uncover hidden realms of consciousness, only to vanish without a trace. Today, we're exploring the life of Jacobo Grinberg, a visionary who saw beyond the boundaries of traditional science and dared to question reality itself. Through his groundbreaking lattice theory and his mysterious experiments with the extraordinary healer Pachita, Grinberg unraveled concepts that blur the line between the physical and the spiritual. But just as his work began to gain attention, he disappeared under circumstances that have puzzled investigators and intrigued followers for years. So find a comfortable spot as we dive into the story of a scientist whose legacy and mysterious end continue to captivate the curious and the daring alike. Born in 1946 in the heart of Mexico City, Jacobo Grinberg was destined to become a pivotal figure in the exploration of consciousness. From his early years, he displayed an insatiable curiosity about the human mind and its intricate workings. He pursued his studies in psychology, where he began to delve deeper into understanding not just how we think, but also how our thoughts influence our experiences and reality. Grinberg's academic journey culminated in a PhD in neuroscience, during which he honed his unique perspective on the interplay between the mind, body, and spirit. But despite his deep immersion in science, Grinberg felt that traditional scientific methods alone couldn't answer the big questions about consciousness. He sensed there was something deeper, something beyond the physical realm that science had yet to explore. This belief led him to seek out new paths, ones that others might have overlooked, paths that could unlock the hidden potential of human consciousness. Grinberg believed that by merging science with spiritual wisdom, he could uncover profound truths about consciousness that might have been dismissed by the scientific community. At the heart of Grinberg's groundbreaking work lies his lattice theory, a conceptual framework that proposes consciousness operates like a complex lattice structure. Visualize this lattice as an intricate web, where each intersection represents a unique experience or perception. This theory posits that our individual consciousness is not isolated, but is intricately linked to a larger collective consciousness, forming a network that influences our reality in multifaceted ways. Grinberg argued that every thought, emotion, and sensory experience forms a node within this lattice. When we focus on certain aspects of our lives, we resonate with specific frequencies within this interconnected network. This resonance shapes how we perceive and interact with the world around us. Grinberg didn't stop there. He also developed the theory of oscillations, which suggests that consciousness functions similarly to a frequency. Just as sound waves create vibrations that can be felt and heard, our thoughts and intentions emit energy that can influence both our minds and the physical world around us. This perspective encourages us to recognize the power of our thoughts and emotions, highlighting how they can create ripples in the fabric of reality. Moreover, Grinberg's model of energy and information proposed that the universe operates as an expansive field of energy and information, constantly in flux. In this model, everything is interconnected. Each action, thought, and intention sends out vibrations that resonate throughout the universe. This concept invites us to explore how we can harness this universal energy for our well-being and spiritual growth. By understanding our connection to this energy, we can cultivate practices that foster healing, balance, and harmony within ourselves and with the world around us. Grinberg's exploration didn't stop at the idea of consciousness as a frequency. His work also led him to delve into even more fascinating realms of human connection, such as the possibility of brain-to-brain communication, an experiment that seemed to defy conventional science. Driven by his belief in a shared consciousness, Grinberg set out to prove that two minds could communicate without physical interaction. In this experiment, he would place two participants in separate, soundproof, and electromagnetically isolated rooms, ensuring that no sounds, signals, or visuals could reach the other person. Using electroencephalograms, EEGs, he monitored each participant's brain activity. Before the test, Grinberg would have both participants spend time together to establish a sense of connection. This bond, he theorized, might enhance a mental link, making it possible for their minds to communicate without words or signals. Once they were isolated, Grinberg exposed one participant to visual stimuli, like a flashing light or a sequence of images, aiming to create distinct patterns in their brain activity. Then he observed whether the brainwaves of the second participant, who was not exposed to any stimulus, would synchronize with the first. Remarkably, in some trials, Grinberg noted similar brainwave patterns between the two participants, suggesting a potential brain-to-brain connection. These results supported his idea of a shared lattice-like network of consciousness, allowing information to flow beyond our physical senses.
It can be assumed that as a result of a huge number of interactions between neural elements, fields of interaction are created. And these fields of interactions, which we call neural fields, might not be limited by the brain structure, but they affect the structure of space and serve as means of transmission from brain to brain. It means that each one of us is interacting all the time without us knowing, without necessarily being aware. From this, interactions exist among us, which I call the hyperfield.
A particularly intriguing part of Jacobo Grinberg's journey involved his collaboration with Pachita, a renowned healer celebrated for her ability to facilitate remarkable transformations in her patients. Unlike traditional practitioners, Pachita's approach was grounded in her ability to channel energy, connecting deeply with her patients in a way that Grinberg found captivating. For Grinberg, her work represented a powerful real-world manifestation of his theoretical explorations. Together, they embarked on a series of experiments to study the relationship between consciousness, energy, and healing. Grinberg documented Pachita's sessions, where she reportedly helped address various ailments, often in a calm and reassuring manner. His observations during these sessions provided him with invaluable insights into the dynamic interplay between consciousness and physical healing. Pachita's techniques resonated deeply with Grinberg's theories, particularly the lattice theory. Her capacity to connect with the energies of her patients and channel healing energies illustrated the profound potential of consciousness to influence physical reality. This partnership not only enriched Grinberg's understanding of energy healing, but also elevated Pachita's practices within the broader context of scientific inquiry.
Look, I'm a scientist. I have a laboratory. I study brain activity and physiology. And I was invited to witness this woman, Pachita, and her operations. What I saw there initially contradicted every concept and piece of knowledge I had about reality.
In a twist that added an air of mystery to his already fascinating life, Jacobo Grinberg disappeared in 1994. Just as his research was gaining recognition and momentum, he vanished without a trace. The circumstances surrounding his disappearance remain perplexing, prompting numerous theories and speculations. Before his disappearance, Grinberg was described as being in high spirits and deeply engaged in both his research and personal life. Friends and family noted that he exhibited no signs of distress or crisis. When authorities investigated, they found his home untouched, Personal belongings, research notes, and computer files remained in place. This eerie scenario raised questions. Did he choose to step away from his life voluntarily, transcend to a higher state of consciousness? Or was he silenced due to the implications of his groundbreaking work? Many of Grinberg's colleagues and supporters believe his disappearance may be linked to the nature of his research. Some even suggested that he had uncovered profound truths that certain powerful interests might want to suppress. This air of intrigue surrounding his fate adds another layer of complexity to his already extraordinary narrative.